All right, welcome back to the Sonic Block, everyone. You got a big treat here today. We got Sonic Heroes Team Rose LTS. Brought to you by my main man, FreezyPop, and I got Strawberry Jam here with me on the commentary. What's up?
Yo, what's up? What's up going on, guys? Sonic Heroes tonight. Woo!
All right, so this run will be really fun. This is the most popular category on the Sonic Heroes board. It's taken a big leap recently with a tournament last year, and it's going to be really interesting. There's going to be a lot of cool gameplay and not a lot of really skill-lacking glitches like, you know, those YouTube commenters will lead you to believe.
So yeah, at this point, we're going to pass it over to Freezy.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm FreezyPop. I run Sonic Heroes. I run like all the teams. Team Rose is the team I started with, and we're just gonna be doing Rose LTS. And if everybody's good to go, we can start the timer once I click A. So 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, so Team Rose, pretty much just like the beginner category of this game, and they make you play the tutorial even though it's an option on this game, so we're forced to play this level. And there's a lot of text boxes you just kind of skip through, so I'm just going to be mashing A through this a lot.
Yeah, the text boxes that teach you how to play the game actually stop your character in your place, which sounds really annoying, and that's because it is. And it does lead to a lot of cool strats that you won't see anywhere else, because this mechanic is only true for these text boxes and not even the question marks that are placed across all the regular stages.
I mean, this also makes a very lovable stage in the community, since you know you have to always come back to the stage and click through all the boxes.
Yeah, CK's kind of a big meme. Yeah, so Freezy just jumped over a trigger that would have stopped him there. So there's a few that we can actually skip, and then some of them we can try and carry our momentum through. But yeah, for the most part, it's just mash.
Yeah, and then same thing here. We're just going to skip over this robot and just use Big's belly flop into Kareem, and we can just jump over here. Whoops.
Yeah, so Big's belly flop is a unique mechanic to Team Rose and Team Chaotix, and it causes a lot of unique stuff, because you can also use it right here. We're going to do it by switching into Amy.
Oh, okay.
Not here.
Okay.
Later on we'll see it, yeah, like that. You can switch it to Amy before you hit the ground, and you'll conserve a bunch of speed instead of height.
Oh, we get in the hop.
Got the little mini Mikey hop.
Very good wall collision in this game. Allows you to get a lot of height. So we're going to skip most of the springs at the end of the level by using the big belly flop strat that we just talked about. Oops. It's really annoying to get through this area because of how many enemies there are. They'll just stuff you really easily.
Woo! CK!
Yeah, and that's the tutorial level, and now we can actually play the game for once.
So this next stage, you're going to see, right at the beginning, we're going to see a very big skip. You're basically a hammer twirl across this section. It is very difficult, and honestly, a lot of spots where the runners want to restart. But yeah.
Yeah, so whenever you do your grounded action as the speed character, which in Amy's case is the hammer, the game still considers you grounded and allows you to jump. So right here, Freezy's allowed to do the hammer and jump out of it. Very nice. Let's go, Freezy. Ooh.
He made it look easy, but it's not always that easy.
So yeah, we'll be seeing that a few more times. Good old bobsled. You can't really speed these up much. You just take the insides of the corners and kind of hold up. So we're going to do another one of those jumps off using the really good wall geometry. Get up top. Nice. Take the top secret spring in that tree.
Oops.
Yeah, and the ground excel mechanic where you do the big ground pound into Amy is very, very finicky. It will just sometimes not work. I don't think anybody knows why it just doesn't work sometimes, but it just doesn't.
This section's pretty straightforward. You're gonna switch and then do a rocket excel here, and then belly flop to break those bricks right into the goal. Nice.
Kind of did that belly flop a little bit early, but it still worked out.
Super duper happy.
And Big the Cat is very happy about that A rank. Yeah, next up is just Ocean Palace. Ocean Palace, honestly, it's probably a little bit more difficult than Seaside Hill, but still like a super fun level. There's like a bunch of these doors that we need to open up, so we have to use Big to open up these doors.
Yeah, killing these doors quickly is surprisingly difficult because you have to hit it twice, but after the first time, the door gets pushed backward a significant amount, so it's really hard to get 2 quick hits on the door to open it up. Almost every like really fast strat for them is pretty difficult.
But
So yeah, but you can use the belly flop to do both a ground excel and to break the door at the same time, so you can at least get some speed immediately right after you break it.
Ooh, nice zip.
So there was another using the mid-air hammer as well to get across that gap without having to, because Amy doesn't even have the wall jump. She's the only speed character to not have the wall jump, so that section would be pretty awkward otherwise.
yeah, it's kind of lame how they just like nerfed Amy like that.
Yeah, she's also the only speed character to have a different speed cap than everyone else. Amy's top speed is about 30% slower than Sonic, Shadow, and SPO for some reason. I don't know why, but that's just how the game is. And so the goal rank for Team Roses is actually just right at the end of the turtle section here.
Yeah, so we're just gonna go in between those robots and just skip through them. Yeah, and then we're just coming up to our first boss, which is Egghawk. Egghawk is honestly like super simple. You're about to see like instead of just like going forward, we're actually just gonna go backwards against this boss because there's just a invincibility capsule in the right side of the box, and it works for every single team. And we're just gonna have him land in the middle, and while he does his rotary attack, we're just gonna attack him with Big.
Yeah, the invincibility you're supposed to go around the arena forward, but for some reason you can still bait him into the arena while going backwards. So that's the fastest strat for every team.
Okay, so at this time we have a couple donations. First one's from Rox. It says, "Let's go, Rox."
Let's go, Rox.
It says, "Hey Freezy, big fan." We also got another donation from Zephyr. It says, "Good luck, Freezy."
Yo. Let's go. Thank you, homies.
And that's it. Egghawk is done.
Yep, and that's the boss.
And that's the boss.
Yeah, 19 is actually pretty good time for that boss.
Yeah, sub 20 is very good.
That was a huge birdie.
Yeah, big shout outs to KPL. I watched his run and he did this and I just started doing that and I was like, this seems faster. I'm just gonna do this. And it helped out a lot. Yeah, and then we're coming up to Grand Metro. You know, I feel like you got this because this is like one of your favorite stages, right?
Yeah.
This is my favorite stage, specifically for Team Sonic, but I still think this stage is really fun for Team Rose too. It's got a lot of really cool strats, but I also have this running theory that Team Rose actually, they meant for Team Rose's layout for Grand Metro to be for Team Sonic, because Team Rose actually has a lot more spots where they stop and force you to fight and stuff, unlike Sonic where the path is mostly clear, which is the opposite for almost every other stage. So I'm pretty sure that was just a mistake, but I'll take it, because I like Sonic. It's like one example right here is Freezy has to open this door and kill this enemy inside the door, which Team Sonic doesn't even have to open that door. And there's a few other spots like I'll point out later. You also have the energy pass that make you run a good bit faster, which I think is really fun.
And then we're coming up to the bridge skip here. So instead of like lowering the bridge, we're just gonna jump underneath it.
Yeah, the bottom part that he's going through right here actually doesn't have any collision, so you can just go through it like that. Nice job. And so you might not have realized, but Freezy also collected 2 cream levels by being cream as he passed the 2 checkpoints.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Can
Dory
Dory
come
go?
to
Oh, let's go!
That door clip is really hard. That was impressive. Yeah, so he was cream as he passed through the first 2 checkpoints of the stage, which gave him level 2 cream, which is gonna be important for like about 10 seconds later. He's gonna do a strat where he needs those 2 levels.
Oops.
Oops. Falling down here is not a very big mistake. And so coming up here, he's going to use these 2 light levels to knock out these flying enemies very quickly and then grab the switch with Amy. And now we're going to get to see the first rails of the run, which I'm not going to have much time to get into how the mechanics work here, but we're going to have plenty of time later.
And that's Grand Metro. Yeah, the switching on the rails, if you just switch between the power and the speed character like a few times, you just kind of like max out your speed on the rails so you can just go really fast on them. And that's going to come in handy like later on, especially in like the later levels that have like a bunch of rails.
And now we got one of the bigger skips of the LTS category coming right up here, which is power plant elevator skip. And some of the other teams have some elevator skips that are much easier because of the positions of the air boosters, but for some reason in Team Rose, they're placed in such a way that it's just barely possible. So you can see he's like quite a bit short here, and he's gonna have to use it right. Yeah,
Get the half win. We can do that.
one more shot.
Okay. Basically,
This one he's closer. Can he get the boost to get up there?
We still got the robots at least.
So yeah, so right as the flight meter runs out, if you do a flight in the last like few frames before your meter runs out, you'll actually get the height from the flight excel and not the height cap that your normal flight gets you, so you can actually get up there without having to wait for the elevator, but it's really difficult.
ooh, nice zip. So basically when you thunder shoot, you can get a zip. Basically it just kind of moves both the whole team forward. And that was a pretty good one. You'll see quite a few zips throughout the run.
Oh, nice slope jump up there. Skipping, killing the enemy, and raising the platform.
This section's pretty cool. There's a lot of cool movement that you'll see.
Yeah, I do really like this part.
Yeah. There's actually a couple different ways that you can do movement in that section. But yeah, good time.
Yeah, there's a IL strat for this area where if you just use Thundershoot, you can take out all the enemies with the Thundershoot of Amy. And if you switch to Amy on the exact frame that you land on the ground, you'll just hit the goal ring instead. But it's kind of like a now or never kind of situation. So if you mess it up, it's kind of bad.
Yeah, because the other way that you want to do it involves using the enemies. So if you kill all the enemies off trying to do the IL strat, you're kind of in a big pickle there, and then you have to take the platforms that come out of the wall, and it just sucks. Probably don't do it in a run. Very, very difficult boss fight coming up here.
Oh
No, Tails!
Oh, Tails didn't want to go.
So we convinced 2 of the 3 characters on the other team to fall off, but there we go.
Okay.
Made quick work of Tails.
Yeah, normally how that's supposed to work is normally all of Team Sonic, they just try to jump at you, and they just accidentally jump off the stage, and that's just the end of the fight. But Tails wanted to make a little cameo, but that's fine. Shout outs to Tails. That's my homie, my favorite Sonic character. Yeah, now we got Casino Park. It's full of pinball tables. We actually don't want to play them at all because they kind of have terrible physics, so we're going to try to avoid them as much as possible.
Yeah, the two pinball stages, Casino Park and Bingo Highway, introduce a whole lot of unique mechanics that you only see here, and there are going to be a few skips that we're going to do to try and abuse them. One big one at the end of the stage that we'll get to. But yeah, as Freezy alluded to, we want to play the pinball as little as possible, but unfortunately there are quite a few spots where we just have to, so we will.
Yeah, so here we're just going to go in the middle because it takes us all the way to the top of the table, and that's where we want to go.
Hit it with the flippers. Press the L button or R button to control the flippers.
Whoa.
Bye,
Yeah, and then same thing for this table. We just want to get to the top of it. And this little slide right here, we can just go right here and just skip like most of it.
Yeah, there's a big little loop that they want you to do for some reason. You don't want to, though.
It looks cool.
Yeah, so here's going to be a cool skip where we're going to take advantage of the pinball mechanics. So we're going to thunder shoot them off the table here.
Oh,
and
that
then
looks
they're going to
good.
be shooting towards the goal ring. And then when they get there, Freezy's going to switch to them. Nice.
Yeah.
That was very good.
And that's the end of the level.
So those pinball, when you're on a pinball table, that's the only time of the game when if you switch characters, you get sent to where they are instead of them coming to you. So you shoot your teammates to the goal ring, and then and then when you switch characters, since you're still on the pinball table, you get sent to the goal ring. So it's kind of like a unique kind of skip that you can't really do in any other level besides these two. And there is a pretty similar type of skip in Bingo Highway, but that one is not allowed in this category. So we're gonna play the level. Yay!
Yeah, this level is kind of infamous for a lot of the Heroes runners don't really like this level because of like you have to play a lot of these pinball tables. Luckily, the level looks really cool though, but other than that, like yeah, it's not a level a lot of people really like.
Yeah, so the pinball tables do allow for some cool skips, but they also can be just really jank. They can really just lose you runs for just nothing.
Need that.
Yeah, so just like Grand Metro, Freezy's going to be trying to get level 2 cream, which is going to be which is going to save us a few seconds towards the end of the stage. Coming up on the table of doom here, this one can really mess you up if you make some mistakes.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
This part's pretty tricky.
Yeah, so one thing you could do with the flippers here is if you hold them up, as they come through the bottom, or when you drop it down, your character will go through the flipper, so you can essentially
There we go.
But it's kind of hard. There we go. We're finally off.
Wow, you're right. Bye,
So we're going to get the second cream level here. And then we're going to use them immediately coming up here to kill some flying enemies that are needed to be killed to open this door. So yeah, those enemies would be a good few seconds slower to kill if you don't have level 2 cream, because there would be no good way to do it.
Oh, we're gonna see a door clip. So basically, he's gonna rocket cell and then do a double rocket. Oh.
Just gonna,
Yeah. Team blast. So basically, you want to do a double rocket cell, and you want to time it perfectly as you're going through the door. And sometimes it's really tricky. It is very particular when you need to do the double rocket excel there.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky, but like if you get it, it saves you like the time that the yo, let's go bingo.
Bingo.
Yeah, it saves you the time of the team blast because The Team Blast does stop the timer, but it still counts for your file timer. Yeah, now we're out of Bingo Highway, and now we're going to probably my favorite level, or the boss, Robot Carnival. Because at one point I held all 4 Robot Carnival world records. I still have one of them at least. But yeah, it's just all it is just kind of like a robot wave simulator, and you just fight a bunch of robots. They always spawn on like the same waves. So luckily this team has, oh, what? All right, don't worry. We got another opportunity later. But yeah, they always spawn in the same order. Luckily, Team Rose has the least RNG out of all of them, because all you need is 1 cream level.
So also at this time, we've been getting a bunch of donations from you guys, so I'm just going to read a couple of them. I'm going to try to get through as many as I can during this boss fight. So let's start. First one is from May Zeno for $15.
Yo.
Let's go, May.
Let's go, May.
Tired of these Rose runners. JK, much love, Freezy. Good luck on the run. Aura and Jam are going to be awesome on comms. Love you guys. We also got another donation from Mikey Cool Money, $5. Woo! GL's Freezy, I'll donate $5 more if you can pull off Room 40 skip first try. I have no idea what that is, but I hope Freezy does. We got another donation from YTP Renewed. I like how while Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 had Amy to do her stalking by half measures, Sonic Heroes had her going full throttle with it. Just in time for the TV Tokyo's animation adaptation to SA2 to portray her rather simply. Another donation, oh my god. Okay, one more. We got another donation from Spence for $20. Woo! Freezy feels amazing, man.
Let's go.
And
Spence feels amazing, man.
And just like that, the fight is over. And we're going to Rail Canyon.
Oh boy, Rail Canyon.
Can we get a Rail Canyon from chat? Rail Canyon.
Rail Canyon.
Good.
Yeah, I hope you like that little rail section from Grand Metro, because we're going to see a lot more of that coming up in the next 2 stages. These stages are kind of just like built around rail grinding, so yeah, we're going to see a lot more of those quick switches to get up to top speed as quickly as we can.
So right off the bat, we're going to see a really cool skip here. He's going to use the umbrella and then belly flop into this next rail. It is very tricky. You want to make sure you land on it, so that's very good. And then we're going to see another skip here as well. Going to jump over, use a twirl, and then a rocket himself. There we go. We also got the here we goes.
Yeah, one other mechanic about the rails we haven't mentioned yet is you can actually lean left or right using the analog stick to try and balance on the rails. Like when they turn, you want to balance into them to keep your speed better, which it could be a little tricky when the game decides that the rail is curved and when it isn't.
Yeah, and there's supposed to be a train, but we're going way too fast, so the train doesn't even see us.
Alright, then we get one big long rail section before the end. Once you're at top speed, there's really not a whole lot you can do to speed yourself up. You basically just hold the B button and then you're along for the ride here.
Yeah, and this is the rail you always want to take for every single team, because after this rail, we're just going to jump all the way down to the bottom right here.
Yeah, there's supposed to be like a whole section of rails up there or something. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while.
But yeah, since like Team Rose is supposed to be like kind of like the beginner category, a lot of their levels are pretty much like Team Sonic levels, but they put like a goal ring kind of closer. And because of that, Team Rose actually has 2 goal rings in some of their levels that you can actually reach.
Yeah, a lot of the times where Team Sonic's goal ring is, there actually is still a goal ring for Team Rose. If you go past their original goal ring and keep playing the level afterward, you can get to another goal ring, which is pretty funny. Bullet Station 1 is actually one of the ones that is very early on in the stage compared to Team Sonic.
Looks like we're getting the 31 cycle.
Yeah, so those cannons are on a global cycle based on the start of the level, and they fire about every like 3 seconds, so it's not as big of a deal in Team Rose as it is for other teams where you have to take multiple of them, but still something that you gotta worry about.
Oops. So we get 2 of them. 2 tornadoes for the fans.
And so this is where the goal ring is, despite this being very early in the Team Sonic stage.
Oops. Well, I guess we're doing this as Cream.
Very awkward spot.
All right, we're gonna do some more donations because you guys are going crazy in chat, okay? So first, we're gonna start off with Joey Freefall. Woo! We know that guy. Thank you, Pace, for letting us show Team Rose in the marathon, and thank you, Freezy, for a great friend and runner. Here's a Robot Storm funny frame.
Let's go, Joey.
So yeah, also too, this is Egg Albatross, so we'll see how many I can get through in this amount of time. Freezy's kind of fast at this boss. Okay, so the next donation, $25 from Brandino.
Woo!
Go Freezy, you got this, my goat.
Yo, Brandino the goat, the 3DS goat.
We also got another donation from Katie4.
Woo!
Katie4 the goat. I actually love Mario Monday. Good luck, Emerald.
Shout outs to Mario Monday.
And one last one for the road from April. I'm supposed to be asleep, but Sonic Heroes is too hype. Good luck, Freezy.
Yo, thank you.
All right, and yeah, that's Egg Albatross, 28 seconds.
Yeah, Egg Albatross goes down really fast. You can kill almost every phase in like a few seconds when you spend almost as much time forcing Egg Albatross to come to you than you do killing him.
Yeah, normally this is where they like kind of trick you into thinking that this is the end of the game, but there's like a whole nother second half because the Eggman that you found was a fake, so now we gotta actually find the real one.
You all ready? Frog Force, here we go.
Yeah, this stage is really cool. Oh, another bitter hammer, let's go. You can build up some speed here on this rail to jump over this bottom section where you'd have to activate a frog to pull out some mushrooms to get up.
So I think Freezy's gonna go for the loops. Oh, no. There is a loop skip that you can do here. It's a bit tricky to get.
So you can skip this gong by jumping straight to where the mushroom is that it would send you into, and it doesn't lock your control, so then you can just move all the way over here to where the flower is. Very nice, skipping the flower. And then this is actually just right where the Team Rose goal ring is, kind of in an awkward spot again, but...
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. Let's go.
Freezy almost going to do a bot boost, tried to fake us out into thinking he was doing the unrestricted category for a second, but this is in fact LTS.
Yeah, we can't really do a bot boost here. We kind of invalidate the run.
Yeah, Heroes is one of those games that's so broken that it's actually pretty easy to do a major glitch on accident. So as long as you don't take advantage of it to do a skip, it's fine.
Yeah, and then Lost Jungle, pretty simple level. It's pretty quick.
Oh, this jump is really cool. You can do a slope jump right there to skip like one loop around the tree because it loops around itself, and you can just go one level higher up right from the start.
There we go.
Gonna get a big level here, which we'll use for combat towards the end. I'm gonna skip this loop because it's really slow. That's one thing to learn from 3D Sonic games. Almost every game, loops are slow. You pretty much never want to take them. There's a few in this game that are actually faster, but a lot of them aren't. Oh, nice zip there. Let's go. And then having the big levels is going to help here to do the big combo attack to kill not only that guy, but then the two flying enemies on the sides.
Yeah, and then we're just going to homing attack the ring up here.
Let's go.
So yeah, when Big was attacking those hammer bots, like, they just gave Big like a ton of iframes, so he just kind of just invincibles through a bunch of stuff. You probably noticed it in Egg Albatross, where you can just kind of go inside the robot and just do 2 swings and just deal a bunch of damage without taking any yourself.
So Team Chaotix is pretty fast, but I'm gonna try and maybe fit in one donation because you guys are going crazy in chat with these donations, and we appreciate all that you guys have been doing. It goes towards a good cause today, so that is great. So anyways, we got another donation from Deku.
Woo! Let's go, Deku!
Love you, Freezy. Best of luck on the run. And yeah, that's it.
You do got the Hank Castle cutscene.
Oh yeah, I guess I do. Okay, another donation from Ghosty. Good GG. Hey, sorry I'm kind of broke, but hey, GG's on the run, Freezy.
Hey, thank you, Ghosty. Appreciate you, homie.
I mean, I guess I could do another one. All right, you guys are going crazy. Okay. From Gabe. Woo!
Woo! Let's go, Gabe.
Simply keep up the amazing work, homie. I love you all, and I can't be any prouder and hyped to see you all here from home. We miss you, Gabe, but we hope to see you next year at PACE.
So yeah, Hang Castle, one of the fastest levels in the game because we kind of just clip through a door and then we just end up just jumping to the goal ring at the very end. So this level just ends up being about like,
Oh no.
This level probably ends up being about like less than a minute, hopefully.
Hopefully.
All right, we're coming up on this famous skip. He's gonna try. Oh wow, second try is very good.
And the slope jump afterward, let's go.
Oh my God, gamer.
So you're supposed to do a little puzzle where you flip gravity and then open the switch to the door and then flip gravity back and the door is open, but you can actually just clip through the door, so yeah, we don't need puzzles. And then you could do the slope jump that he did and then skip taking the gong to get up top as well. And then at this point, we can actually just jump to the goal ring straight off this rail after the switch instead of going down below.
Yeah, because the goal ring's right here.
Very good.
Team Rose really just picked some really interesting spots to put the goal ring. I don't know why of all places it's just like there upside down on the ceiling, but why not, right?
Yeah, they really want you to take that really long rail section and just fight a bunch of robots. but you can just jump down there and just jump into it. And then we're coming up to Mystic Mansion. This is my favorite song in the whole game. The level is actually also pretty cool too. But yeah, this song is just amazing.
Yeah, this level is pretty short compared to Team Sonic and Team Dark, but it still has a lot of cool stuff. Like here, we're gonna kill the enemy that blocks the cage from around the door, and then just hit the switch immediately. Shoutouts to Vintage for that one.
We love Vintage.
Vintage.
Yeah, and then we don't want to fight that robot, and that wall's not real because Heroes makes walls like suggestions in this game.
Yeah, that one isn't even a clip. That wall is just not solid. I don't know why, and some versions it is. So yeah, you tell me. I don't know.
Oh, I missed the balloon. No.
So we're gonna try and use the Thunder Shoot to, there we go, hit, not only break the box, but then hit the switch to open the door, which is very nice. And then the goal ring is just right here. With a nice hit too, finish it off.
All right, but who's ready to see Cheese do something for once? Finally, we're going to give Cheese a chance to show off his true power. So we're going to try to knock off Amy and Big off Cream's flight tower. And we're going to use Cheese to take out this wave right here, because Cheese just does a ton of damage to a bunch of robots. Oh, let's go.
Yes.
Funny frame.
Yeah, so there's a single frame that you could do an input in between these two cutscenes before both Robot Rumble and Robot Storm, and it causes that to happen. You have control of which direction your characters face, so you can really mess up that cutscene, which is really funny.
All right, go Cheese.
Nice.
You got this.
Oh.
Did we get any big levels? We
Yeah,
did.
there it is, nice. So the Cheese strats, Cheese is actually incredibly powerful in this game, but it's balanced out by the fact that Cheese is actually really hard to use on purpose. Like, Cream can only do the Cheese attack if both Amy and Big are not next to her, which is surprisingly hard to do. And the Cheese attack takes a long time to start up, but his tracking is insane. So he just kills all 10 of those robots basically immediately. And yeah, there's only one more wave here where we just do the combo and the hammer robot basically just drops in to die. Big is invincible. Well, you already get invincibility from the Team Blast, but you also just are fully invincible during the entire umbrella swirling animation like Freezy was talking about in Lost Jungle. So he basically just drops in to die. It's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then coming up is probably the biggest skip in the entire game, which is Egg Fleet Warp, or Jam. Did y'all want to just talk about like what it is and everything?
Okay, yeah. So this is kind of a hard one for us to decide whether we want it to be legal, because it seems like a major skip, but it's actually just it's literally just the dev-intended warp that takes you straight to the last battleship, and it's placed like all the way out in the middle of nowhere. Why it's out there is beyond me, but it's just an intended warp, and it's just really hard to get to where the warp is. So we're gonna have to. I'll explain a little more when we get there, but we're gonna need to do some tight jumps to get into some really weird collision that's off the side of the level, and we can jump to the warp spot. But yeah, we got about a minute and a half to go before we get there.
The cool thing about Egg Fleet is there's a lot of interesting movement that you'll see Freezy do. We're kind of going to skip over this whole part, and he's going to get these hoops. We're also hopefully going to see a... Oh, okay, never mind. We should also see a skip here.
Yeah, so you can just do the belly flop into Cream to skip having to activate that fan, which is nice, because you have to kill some enemies, and we don't want to do that.
This part's a little tricky. You want to watch out for these cannons in a sense, but Freezy has his own route here that he likes to do. There's a lot of different ways that you could do this section. Most players try to find what makes them feel comfortable in doing it. So we're gonna come up on the most famous skip here, warp skip. There's a running joke in the community that's actually called rap skip, but for the sake of this, we'll call it warp skip.
Yeah, so we're coming up on it now. Freezy's built up the Team Blast. Whoops. You can do it without it, but the Team Blast is one of its cooldown effects. Gives you speed shoes, and the speed shoes is going to make it a lot easier to get to the... The speed shoes give you a lot of extra airspeed, which is really going to help us get to the warp spot. So we can jump off the ship inside of this turbine, which actually does have collision for some reason. And then from here, we can jump out towards the ship, and then bam.
There it is.
There's just a trigger out there that sends you over here to the battleship for some reason. Yay. Well, I don't know why it's there. It's there for every team. And it also skips an auto-scroller, which is really nice. There's almost no gameplay in between where Freezy did the warp and where he ended up. It's basically just a propeller. But it saves like 50 seconds because the propeller takes forever. So I'm really glad we don't have to do it anymore.
And then we just got one more level before the final boss. And this level has a strat that I like to do. Well, sometimes I like to do if I'm not like too nervous during the run. It works most of the time. I just still go for it because I just like doing it. Yeah, I think a lot of the Heroes runners just call it freeze hop. I actually didn't even know it was called that for the longest time.
Yeah, Freezy just does his own strat here, and it's really weird. And people like to call it after him because he's the only one who does the section this way. We'll see if he does it. We go up top, and we're going to do a midair hammer.
Nice. We're going to see another hammer here. There you go. 2 for 2.
Oh, he sticks to the ground off the hill. Let's go. And that enemy is comically easy to skip. I don't know why the rail is so close.
Yes, Freezy
There's
strat.
the Freezy strat. Let's
Yes.
go. Barely makes it. Let's go.
So yeah, Freezy actually invented that skip. So that's why it's named after him, for Freezy Strap.
There's a few other ways to skip that pole, but nobody does it like Freezy does it.
Yeah, you gotta do it the Freezy Strat way.
Yeah, definitely hit it 100% of the time, whenever. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Oh.
So we got one last rail section here. We're gonna skip through this loop. That loop takes like 4 seconds. It doesn't really look like it takes that long. It takes forever. Just got a rail sister on some spike balls, and that's gonna be Final Fortress.
There you go.
Yep, and there's just one last thing to do, and it's just to fight Egg Emperor.
We've been getting a lot of donations. I won't be able to read all of them since we're almost to the end of the run, but I just want to say thank you guys to all the people that donated tonight for this run, and we hope in the future to get more Sonic at Pace. And yeah, thank you guys, Pace, for supporting us, and yeah, thank you, thank you. All right, final boss.
Yeah, so basically Freezy's gonna, like we've seen a few times before, just try and get level 2 cream as quickly as possible, and then what he's gonna try and do is use the Thundershoot attack, and instead of using it to lock on to like multiple different enemies like he normally does, he's gonna get it to lock onto Egg Emperor over and over again, and it's gonna chain lock onto him, and he can hopefully kill him in one cycle. But either way, it's gonna be pretty quick, so get ready on time.
Yeah, time's just gonna be when the timer stops in the top left corner.
So the first flight level up is going to be right here on the ground, and the second one is going to be right here after the air booster.
That looks good.
Okay, so now that we got the levels, we're going to just try and get the lock on onto him. Okay,
All
I
right.
got big locked onto him. So that's going to do like at least half his health, so hopefully you can kill him here.
And time.
GG's.
GG's. And yeah, that's just the Team Rose LTS run. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for being here. Huge shout outs to Jam and Aura for the commentary. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for the crowd. Thank you everybody in the crowd. Shout outs to all the homies, Sacer, my stream, all the homies, my best friends, my family, everybody. Thank you all for being here and watching this. And yeah, I'm glad to put on this show for y'all.
Okay, so to wrap up, I got a couple more donations from you guys out in the chat. So we'll start with Bowser for $5. Hi, Emerald. Let's go, Freezy. We also got another donation from Detective Elijah for $20. Shout out to the Jam fam, Jam Balls in chat. Shout out to the crowd at Pace 2023. Make some noise. Another donation from KRS for $5. Woo! Cheese emotes in chat. So we got jam balls and cheese emotes. Let's go. And to wrap up, we got from Originality Ace for $5.
Yo, let's go Ace.
You know, I just had to donate to support the homies. You're doing amazing, bud. You really rose to the occasion with this run. Rimshot, proud of you.
Let's go Ace.
And yeah, I think that is all of them. Yeah, thank you guys for everyone that donated for this run. We all really appreciate it here at Pace. And yeah. I had fun commentating this run. This was my first ever commentary at any marathon, so it feels so cool being here and having the opportunity. And shout out to Freezy for this amazing run and this opportunity.
Yeah, I hope y'all aren't tired of the Sonic block yet, because now we got 06 coming up with Flubler running it. Flub, one of the best 06 runner, one of the best Sonic runners of all time. Y'all are in for a treat with him. And also we have Luigi who's doing Sonic CD remastered, or Sonic CD restored. Restored. Sonic CD, one of the best soundtracks in any, I think in any video game, and the game is also really cool. So y'all are in for a treat for the rest of the Sonic block. So don't forget to stay tuned.